Hello everyone, my name is Ryan Clark. I'm the founder and CEO of Clark College Consulting, the author of two wonderful books, the Amazon bestseller, The College Entrance Game Plan and College Aid for Middle Class. And today I wanted to talk to you a little bit about comparing financial aid award letters. What is a financial aid award letter? What should we be looking at? So the first thing we want to take a look at is your cost of attendance. What is your cost of attendance? Your cost of attendance means how much it costs for you or your student to go to college for 1 year. What is included in cost of attendance? Well, you have tuition and fees, room and board, books and supplies, personal expenses, transportation. It should include all those numbers. And when you receive your financial aid award letter, or if you get an email, or if you log on to the college's website and you download your official financial aid award letter, it should have every one of those expenses. So those expenses are broken down between what's called direct cost and indirect cost. So direct cost is just your tuition and fees and room and board. Your indirect cost are your books and supplies, your personal expenses, your transportation. You want to make sure that when you're looking and comparing apples to apples, make sure each college gives you the total cost, meaning direct and indirect. And if you don't have those numbers, you need to get it because it's going to be very, very important to compare financial aid award letters. Okay. Next thing you need to do is you need to find out what is your expected family contribution number, or EFC number. Your EFC number is a number that is calculated using the FAFSA form, the free application for federal student aid, or the CSS profile form. And once you complete the FAFSA form, you will receive what's called a student aid report. And on the student aid report, it'll give you this number. It'll give you your expected family contribution number, meaning how much the college thinks you can afford to pay on a yearly basis. Now, why is this important? Because, again, you're going to need this number to compare apples to apples and to determine what type of financial aid award letter that you received. So once you have those two numbers, the cost of attendance and your expected family contribution number, you can determine what is your financial need. This is the federal need-based aid formula, and it hasn't changed for many, many years. So if we know what the cost of attendance is, and if we know what the expected family contribution is, we can determine our need. Now, this need doesn't mean a college is going to give you all of this money. That just tells you how much you would qualify for. That is the maximum federal need-based aid that you would receive. So it's very, very important. So once you know these numbers, you can calculate your gap. What is a gap? Your gap is, did a college give me 100% of what I need, or did they not give me 100%? If they gave me less than 100%, then there is a gap there. So for example, let's say the cost of attendance is $30,000 and the expected family contribution for my family is $10,000. So I would qualify for $20,000 of need. Now, if a college only gives me 10, that means there's $10,000 that I have to come up with, and that is called a gap. A gap. So you got to know what that number is to see if a college gave you a gap or not. All right. So next, when we're comparing our financial aid award letters, did we receive any free money? So how much free money did we receive? What is free money? Well, anything that says grants, anything that says scholarships on your award letter is absolutely free. Grants means it comes from the federal or state government. Scholarships obviously means it comes from the school itself. It could be merit money. So again, just check to see how much money that you received is free money. Now, if you do receive a grant or scholarship, you want to check to make sure, is it renewable for 4 years or is it just for 1 year? Not only that, are there any conditions associated with that scholarship? For example, maybe you have to maintain a certain GPA, or you have to take a number of credits, so on and so forth. And make sure you definitely pay attention to that, because let's say you got a scholarship for $10,000 a year and you're so excited, but the condition is you have to maintain a 3.9 GPA every year to get this scholarship. Well, that's really hard to do in college. So you want to consider that when you're looking at your award letter. So determine the amount of free money that you've received, if any, from these colleges. Next, we want to look at what's the amount of loans that we received. So for example, if it costs $40,000 to go to college and my financial aid award letter, all it has on it is $40,000 in loans, Is that a good award letter? Obviously not. It's a really, really bad award letter. You also want to determine what type of loans that you are offered. Is it a parent loan? You'll see a PLUS, which is called a Parent Plus loan. That is a parent loan. Or is it a federal direct student loan, or is it in the student's name? So you want to check to see how much you have been offered and what type of loan that you received. And not only that, your loans should be there to help you pay your EFC number and not your need. Does that make sense? Going back to this financial aid formula. If you got loans to pay for this, that is not a great award letter. If you got loans to help with your EFC, that's okay, but not for your need. Okay? Lost my card here. And last but not least, you need to compare your award letters. You want to take your top 3 colleges and you want to lay down your financial aid award letters and calculate your EFC, your cost of college, your need, determine if there's any gap, and bottom line, you want to make a great decision. You want to determine what is the net price or how much it's going to cost me or my family for my student to go off to college. So what is the net price at college A versus B versus C? And you want to take in your free money, you want to take in consideration the loans, and you want to use your hearts and your calculator to make a good financial decision. And if you do that, you will make a great decision. Well, guys, thank you so much. I hope this answers some questions. Keep those questions coming. And do me a favor, please share this. Please like it. Please forward this, because we have a lot of students and parents out there that just don't understand the college planning process. And so we want to give them some tidbits, some information, some nuggets, if you will, to help them through this process. So please do me a favor. Please share it. Please keep those questions coming. And we will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.